Good evening, everybody. How are we doing? It is Thursday. It is 8 o'clock. It is time for Content and Cocktails. This is your weekly deep dive into all things video making and video marketing. And this week, we will be really getting deep into a topic which has been on my mind a great deal of late, actually. And that is this notion of being present and being your sort of full, unashamed self through live video. And I want to talk about a bit why that's important and why we should be kind of looking to do that, why that can help us in our businesses, why live video can be a great tool for helping you with that visibility and that authenticity. So we've got a few things to talk to, but also more than anything, actually, I want you to be thinking about this in terms of the process of, I guess, for want of a better word, combating AI. Now, I don't mean that I'm not a Luddite. I have fully embraced these large language model tools like ChatGPT and stuff like that, and use them pretty much every day in the business. Sorry, I'm just going to adjust my microphone. There we go. Hello, Mike Boss. How you doing? So, don't for a minute think that I'm, looking to go and smash an artificial intelligence spinning Jenny. I am looking for ways to sort of coexist a little bit, a bit more sort of effectively with it. And I think one of the really interesting things I want to get into this evening is how we can be more human in an increasingly robot-driven world. So, Content and Cocktails is where we are this evening. Now, that's the content bit that we're going to talk about. What is the cocktail selection for this evening? Well, as it's been a while since I've done Content and Cocktails, I thought I'd treat myself to my favourite of all drinks, which is the French 75. Now, this is a definite favourite of mine, and I will be indulging a little bit, not too heavily, of course, because this is a show full of decorum and restraint. Let me just check to see if we're all there. So what I'll do is I will take a bit of time to just see who's where and what is going on, and then there we go. So, what's in a French 75? French 75 is a lovely cocktail. I can highly recommend it to anybody who is looking for a summery tipple this evening. Hello, Facebook user. Who is this? Hey, you. Let me see who that is. I have no idea who that is. So normally the cocktails come from this little book, and this will make sense. So this is a book called 100 Cocktails and How to Mix Them, written by the indomitable Bernard. There we go. It's a War Standard issue cocktail book, and there are many lovely cocktails in this book. This is my grandfather's cocktail book, and it says Neil Coxon, Madras, 1945. And yeah, so a lot of the cocktails that come out of this are a sort of dirty puddle colour, because they mostly contain quite heroic amounts of gin and a sweet vermouth, and they will all, a lot of them taste delicious but look quite unappealing. I mean, some of them are absolutely revolting, but I can't work out who this is. It says, hello, Tom. Who is this? Reveal yourself. So if I can find out who. No, I can't work out who this is. Sorry, I'm being a bit rubbish. It's Janelle. Hello, Janelle. How you doing? There we go. I don't know why you're not showing up why your name isn't showing up on here, but hello. So we're going for a French 75. French 75 is quite a. It's one of those cocktails you can really very easily have one too many on. What it is? So we're going to take a little bit of. Let's take a shaker. We're going to put a bit of ice in there. A bit of ice. Then we're going to take a measure. I'm going to put one measure of simple syrup in there, and then a slug of gin. So we've got a gin here. That's going to go in there. And we're going to have the same measure again of lemon juice. A squeezer. We're going to squeeze the lemon juice. Whilst I'm making this, tell me, how has your week been? How have your weeks been? So I had the pleasure of meeting with Mike Boss this morning. We talked about his YouTube channel, and that was a real pleasure, as always. Good squeeze. Some really juicy lemons. And then I watched a progress bar upload as I'm uploading a whole bunch of embroidery videos for Chloe Savage. Put them to upload the other day, and it's like 100 of them. It got to 19 and then just like went, no, I'm not doing any more. So I've sort of been nursing them on the upload today. So they've kind of gone slowly chugging up. I think they're still going as it happens. There we go. Right. So putting in my lemon juice. So we've got lemon juice, gin, and sugar syrup. And we're going to give that a good shake. We're going to give that a good shake because that is the right. I'm just going to check to see if anybody is. Right, so there we go. Give that a good shake. Now I'm going to put some in the bottom of this champagne flute and then top it off with a bit of fizz. I've decided that I will be serving French 75s at my retreat because they are the perfect drink to enjoy on a warm, balmy summer's evening. Oh, that is very good. And Mike, as you will know, I pretty much greet every cocktail that I make for Content and Cocktails with the phrase, "Ooh, that's very nice." It takes a lot for me to meet something that is a real rotter. But this is a French 75, and it's good. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Really, really nice. I can highly recommend. It's the perfect summer drink. So cheers to you all. So before we get going, I want to just remind you all that I have my challenge week coming up. So it's starting first week of June. I'm running Go Live to Thrive again, which is my it's the kind of I guess it's a week for you to get your head around live video. So live video has been transformative for me in my business, and I put together this challenge week to help people get their heads around using live video, because for a lot of people, live video is deeply unappealing, and it can be one of those things that really kind of gets people very worried about doing it, and you kind of you know, what most people just need is a system to help you navigate that moment when you press the go live button and actually sort of appear in your kind of in your feed. Now I am looking at, there we go. Just going to check in the other group as well. So if you haven't registered yet, click on that. But I'd also be very grateful for any shares that you might be able to do of this. As Mike says, now Mike, I can guarantee, is somebody who will benefit from a live video, but you've been a live video refusenik for many years, Mike, and I'm sure that we will get you going with live video. But I wanted to sort of address something that's been on my mind tonight about live video, and particularly around this persistent growth of AI. Now, look, as I said at the start, I'm not by no means am I a Luddite. I actually really love these technologies. I think there's some really interesting. We're at a very interesting juncture in terms of the journey that we as a society are going to have to sort of take with regard to these AI tools. Just yesterday, Bill Gates was saying about how the real magic of AI will happen when we have individual personalized AI personal assistants, things to kind of basically take all the crap off our plates, which I really love. For me, that's brilliant. I love the idea of that. But we're at a position now where these kind of non-sentient large language models are just very, very clever ways of delving into databases and pulling contextual answers out. But what is happening at the moment is that as a business world, we're sort of piling in on this idea, this technology, and everybody is getting very excited about it. And what you're seeing is a lot of posts being generated, a lot of content being generated by machines. And what you're losing, and what I think we will continue to lose, is a sense of personality. And so live video gives us an opportunity to be the humans in the room. It gives us an opportunity to connect with people in a profound and sort of one-to-one way, in a way that you can't do through written word, machine-generated written word, and increasingly machine-generated video content. So we are, I was talking, Una and I were talking about this today, and it's a sort of a frequent topic of conversation at the moment. I've been playing around with the various. There are some good AI video tools out there at the moment, but they're not quite there yet in terms of what they can do. But I think we're sort of 18 months, 24 months away from the sort of day-to-day workmanly video stuff being able to be produced by machines. So the kind of content you put up on TikTok or whatever, I think the kind of the exciting reality is that we will be able to generate very, very convincing kind of avatars of ourselves, and get those sort of little dolls that we've made of ourselves to say anything. So you can do you'll be able to do all sorts of things with this technology that is frankly seems like the sort of the sphere of science fiction, but it's reality. So I think we have those of us who want to be humans but use the machines for our own benefit, we have opportunities to kind of to be the human in the room. And this is what I think one of the things that live video does. So if we're talking about live video as a tool for business owners, what does it do for you? Well, live video and pre-recorded videos are tools that are essentially, you know, they look sort of superficially the same, but they do two very different things. So live video is immediate. I can have real-time conversations with people. I could bring people onto this live and we can have a chat, or, you know, I can have conversations with people in the comments. You know, it's an interactive experience, and people get to understand who I am and what I'm like in a sort of an unvarnished way. I'm not you know, I was not always very, very comfortable about the idea of being on camera, and some of my early lives were pretty terrible. But as I've gone on, I've become more comfortable and confident in front of the camera, and that's been something that I've enjoyed. It's been a deliberate journey of learning, and the end result has been one where I have conversations with people. Turning up at live events and having conversations with people who know me through the content, through the live content I put out, through my video content, and we sort of chat as though, you know, we've known each other for ages. And that's really one of the biggest reasons to do this. You can build profoundly deep relationships with people without ever having a one-to-one or face-to-face conversation with them, because people see you and they feel like they get to know you, because it's not feeling like they're getting to know you. They are actually getting to know you. This is the thing. It's honest conversation. It's honest connection. There's nothing fake about this. And I think it can work for very, very well for the kind of the coaches, the consultants, the course creators, the solo entrepreneurs of this world, as well as actually for big business. I think it can humanize bigger businesses in a way that sort of corporate comms traditionally struggles to do. So I'm a big fan of live video, as you probably may have guessed. And what we're going to talk about in the challenge week is we're going to talk about systems and processes that we can employ, that you can put together in order to make the whole process of going live pretty effortless, and one that will give you tangible, real world results. Because ultimately, you know, we're running our businesses. We don't want to be wasting our time kind of sort of just speaking into the void. We want to be communicating directly with people that we want to, you know, we want to be talking to. I'm just going to have a quick look and see if, because I'm going live on LinkedIn as well at the moment, and I do not know. I haven't checked to see that see if I'm live there. Blah 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 blah. My word, that is ancient. I'm not very active on LinkedIn, I have to say, which is pretty bad. I really should be a bit more. It says this event will start soon. Wait for the host to start. The host has started. That's annoying, isn't it? Why am I not live in more places? That is odd in the extreme. Share stream. That is very weird indeed. Back to view an external. Why am I not live? I'm sorry. I'm just going to try and sort this out, because we should be. Would somebody mind just checking on LinkedIn to see if we are live there? Because this should be live on LinkedIn as well, but I appear not to be. Oh, pre-live. I'm pre-live apparently. I don't even know what that is. That's really annoying. Pre-live. Well, that's Bobbins, isn't it? Tom Stanhope. Yes. Yes. Why am I not? Oh, how frustrating. You see, this is it. This is always kind of a useful example. So, one thing you can guarantee with live video is that at some point you will have the tech gremlins come and get you. And if you have a structure and a process to follow, you will be able to ride that out. No doubt about it. It's kind of, it's just one of those things. You know, you can't sort of pretend that you're not going to be able to. No, it says it'll start soon on LinkedIn. Pre-live is that's really annoying, isn't it? I wonder what that's. Thank you, Mike. Open a new tab. Okay, continue. Let's see. That's very weird, isn't it? Oh well, there we go. What a funny situation. Well, sorry, people who are on LinkedIn. If you are looking for me, I'm not there. I'm pre-live, as it says. So I've got to work out what's going on there. Yeah. So you sort of just have to get on with it. You've got to roll with the punches a little bit. So this is an example of that. You need to sort of appreciate that because live video is sort of immediate and kind of oh, flipping heck, look at that. Now I think I can do something clever here. Can anybody share the live? I'd be really interested to know if you were able to share the live from Facebook into, because I wonder. Transfer video. What does that do? People who shared this, show attachment. Yeah, I'd be interested to see if it's possible to share this live. So if anybody's watching this and fancies sharing it to their profile, I'd be very grateful. That'd be great, just to find out what's going on there. So yeah. Now, what do we do about? So I was thinking back to the sort of the live journey that a lot of us have taken. So I really started doing this in earnest back in 2020 when the pandemic kind of bit, and obviously we all had a lot of time on our hands, and it was the perfect opportunity to do it, and a lot of people embraced it at the same time. And so we had lots of people watching. There were lots of people, audiences were there, and we had quite a lot of engagement, and lots of people were really kind of into it. And then it sort of 2 years later it all sort of tailed off. But what's really interesting, the people who kept up with it are the ones who are seeing an even greater benefit from going live. And I think the sort of the marketplace is a little less saturated, because I've really noticed a lot less, a lot less kind of those notifications that tell you when somebody's going live, which is a real shame. So this is, so my sort of evangelism in that week is really about me wanting to get you thinking about live video again as a tool to grow your business, because it really is. It is an excellent tool, and a lot of people have forgotten about it a little bit, which is a shame, because it is an incredibly useful tool. what you will find as well is in the process of mastering live video, you will find that you're able to generate all sorts of content off the back of that live video content. If you've got if you get your video camera set up right, you will have an inexhaustible supply of videos that you can share on your profile. So I would like to extend the invite for you to come and join me on my the Go Live to Thrive Challenge Week. And we will get even deeper into all of this. We will be blasting through some of those mindset gremlins. We will be taking a good look at the structure that you can bring to bear on your live video strategy and building out a repeatable process over the course of that week. And then there's a sort of a masterclass on the following Monday. So it's a week and a masterclass. And in the masterclass, I'll be sharing all sorts of details. But, and this is the exciting part, there's some cool prizes to be had as well. And I will be sharing the prizes, but there are some big prizes. I didn't launch last year, and I didn't do a challenge week last year. So I'm going big this year because it's going to be fun. And I want to be able to give some cool prizes away in the week because that's something that I really enjoy doing. So I'm going to wind this up because half an hour is a goodly amount of time, and the French 75 is definitely a one-off cocktail, as Mike will attest. The more sort of the cocktails that I end up having 2 or 3 of, there's usually a little bit more recovery the following day, and I don't want to be doing that. So I will be live in my group, Grow Your Business with Video, tomorrow morning, chatting about video in general, but also having a bit of a catch up at the end of the week. But yes, come and join the challenge week, the Go Live to Thrive Challenge Week. I would love to see you there. So have a great rest of the evening. Take care. See you later.